Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to build a semi-permanent squirrel hide using some very cheap and readily available materials. Step number 1, after choosing a suitable location, is to get hold of 5 good pallets. It's been a little while since I've been asked to control the grey squirrels here in this wood, so it's a little overgrown, but there's nothing a good saw and a little bit of elbow grease can't solve to be able to get the pallets into position. Working backwards from the tree I'm going to put the feeder around 20 yards away is a suitable location for me to be able to put the hide. Step number 2, you need to decide how high you want your window and to create yourself a little shelf to be able to place the bipod. To do that, I cut level with the internal brace of the pallet so that when I stand it up, as you can see, I've got a neat little cutaway. You need to keep this piece of wood for a little later on in the build. Shooting a squirrel feeder doesn't necessarily mean you have to swing the rifle very far from left to right. However, I like to put a nice long wide open window in my hides because I often have the camcorder sat next to me and it gives me just that little bit of extra room. So step number 3, nice and easy, using some stiff garden wire I attach the pallets to each other at the top, middle and the bottom with this method. It's a nice easy quick way then if you need to dismantle it of getting some clippers and just going straight through the wire. That shelf we took out earlier, as you can see, we just put it on the pallet there and nail it into position, and that will give you a stable platform if you decide to use the bipod. Step number 4, using some fabric, measure up, cut it to size, and then I use a staple gun to staple the fabric to the pallets to give it a decent amount of concealment. The aim here really is to just make sure there are no light spots on the pallet, because as soon as we've done this we're going to cover it with foliage, but this will just help it blend into the natural environment. If you haven't got any green fabric, as you'll see in a minute, I actually have used some old camo trousers and cut them to size to be able to cover up any of the other bits when I was running out of fabric. Step number 6, cover the thing in foliage. The more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. Cover the roof, the sides, the back and every area that you can to just make it blend in as best as possible. the day I actually filmed this first segment here, I didn't have enough room in the truck to put the 5th pallet in it, so I put the feeder up, topped it up and got that ready, and obviously built the hide as best I could, but as you can see, you can actually see daylight through it, so the best thing you can do is actually put a rear door on the hide and pretty much conceal that as well. So a couple of days later I came back just to finish off the job. For the rear door I chose a pallet that was almost solid, but I still covered it in material, this time in both the rear and on the inside of the door actually, just to help cover the light coloured wood, so as you look at it from the front it's actually a very dark environment, and that's exactly what you want, so the squirrels can't see you moving around the hide. Well, there you go. Doesn't she look pretty? I think it's quite a good hide. I'm quite looking forward to getting back here and using this hide when the weather turns cold. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care, stay safe. You know the rest.